In this video, I'm going to break down the best state to form an LLC in 2026, especially if you want lower taxes and better legal protection. Hey guys, welcome to Biz Builders, your go-to source for everything business formation and entrepreneurship. Now, if you've been researching LLCs, you've probably seen a ton of advice about forming in Delaware, Wyoming, Nevada, and maybe just sticking with your home state. But let's be honest, there's a lot of hype, a lot of outdated info, and a lot of confusion about what actually matters when picking a state for your LLC. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which states are best for LLCs in 2026, what the real tax and legal differences are, and how to make the smartest choice for your business, whether you're a solo entrepreneur, a startup founder, or just want to protect your side hustle. If you want to skip to a specific section, check the timestamps below. And if you find this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more business formation guides, and drop a comment if you have questions about LLCs or want to share your experience. And if you want to get your LLC started the quick and easy way, I've got an exclusive discount link for Northwest Registered Agent in the description. So let's start with why the state you form your LLC in actually matters. A lot of people think it's just about the filing fee, but it's way more than that. The state you choose affects your taxes, your privacy, your legal protection, and even how much paperwork you have to deal with every year. Some states have no state income tax, which can save you thousands of dollars a year. Others have really strong privacy laws, so your personal info stays off public records. And some states have business-friendly courts and legal systems that make it easier to resolve disputes or protect your assets if you ever get sued. But here's the catch. If you're actually doing business in your home state, meaning you have an office, employees, or customers there, you'll probably have to register your out-of-state LLC as a foreign LLC in your home state anyway. That means double the fees and double the compliance. So you want to make sure the benefits of forming out of state actually apply to your business. Now let's talk about the states that always come up in these conversations: Delaware, Wyoming, Nevada, Florida, and of course your home state. Delaware is famous for its business-friendly laws, the Court of Chancery, and being the go-to for startups and companies planning to raise venture capital. Wyoming is known for its low fees, no state income tax, and strong privacy protections. Nevada is similar to Wyoming but with slightly higher fees and a reputation for being friendly to asset protection and anonymity. Florida and Texas are popular for their no state income tax and huge markets. But here's the thing, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. The best state for your LLC depends on your business goals, where you're actually operating, and what matters most to you: taxes, privacy, or legal protection. Let's start with Wyoming, because honestly it's hard to beat for most small businesses and online entrepreneurs. Wyoming charges just $100 to file your LLC, and the annual report fee is only $60. There's no state income tax, no franchise tax, and your personal information stays off public records. You don't have to live in Wyoming to form your LLC there, and you can use a registered agent service to handle everything for you. Wyoming also has some of the strongest asset protection laws in the country. If someone sues you personally, it's very difficult for them to get at your LLC assets, and the state is super efficient. Most LLCs are approved in just a few days. If you're running an online business, consulting, e-commerce, or you just want maximum privacy and minimal cost, Wyoming is honestly the best choice for most people in 2026. Now let's talk about Delaware. If you're planning to raise venture capital, go public, or build a startup that might get acquired, Delaware is still the gold standard. Delaware's Court of Chancery is a specialized business court with judges who are experts in corporate and LLC law. There are decades of legal precedents, so you know exactly how disputes will be handled. Investors and VCs love Delaware because they're familiar with the laws and the process. The filing fee is $90, but the big cost is the annual franchise tax, $300 every year, no matter how much money your LLC makes. You'll also need a registered agent, which is usually $100 to $150 per year. Delaware is also great for privacy. You don't have to list LLC members in public filings, just your registered agent. But if you're not planning to raise money or build a complex business, the extra cost might not be worth it. So what about Nevada? Nevada is similar to Wyoming in a lot of ways. No state income tax, strong privacy, and good asset protection. But the fees are higher. The filing fee is $425, and the annual list and business license renewal is $350 every year. Nevada is a good choice if you want privacy and asset protection, but honestly, for most people, Wyoming gives you the same benefits for less money. Unless you have a specific reason to be in Nevada, Wyoming is usually the better pick. Now let's talk about Florida and Texas. Both states have no state income tax, which is a huge advantage if you're making good money. Florida's LLC filing fee is $125, and the annual report is $138.75. Texas charges $300 to file, but there's no annual report fee for most small LLCs, and the franchise tax only kicks in if your revenue is over $1 $1.23 million. If you're actually living in Florida or Texas, or you want access to those huge markets, forming your LLC there makes a lot of sense. But if you're not doing business in those states, you'll still need a registered agent and might have to register as a foreign LLC in your home state. So what if you just form your LLC in your home state? For a lot of people, this is actually the best move. If you're running a local business, have a physical office, or most of your customers are in your state, forming at home is usually the simplest and cheapest option. You avoid double fees, extra paperwork, and compliance headaches. But if you're running an online business, consulting, or you want maximum privacy and asset protection, forming in Wyoming or Delaware can make a lot of sense. Okay, so let's say you've decided on the best state for your LLC. How do you actually get it done? If you want to do it yourself, you'll need to pick a unique name, appoint a registered agent with a physical address in that state, file your articles of organization online, and pay the state fee. After that, you'll get your EIN from the IRS, create an operating agreement, and handle any annual reports or franchise taxes. But honestly, if you want the fastest and easiest way to form your LLC in any state, Northwest Registered Agent is the best option I found. You just click the link in the description and select your state, enter your business name and details, and Northwest handles the filing, registered agent service, and compliance reminders for you. The whole process on your end takes less than 10 minutes, and you don't have to worry about missing a step or making a mistake. Now let's talk about some common mistakes people make when choosing a state for their LLC. One big mistake is thinking you can avoid taxes in your home state just by forming your LLC elsewhere. If you're actually doing business in your home state, you'll still owe taxes there, no matter where your LLC is formed. Another mistake is forgetting about the foreign LLC registration. If you skip this step, you could face fines, lose your limited liability protection, or even have your business shut down. And a lot of people underestimate the importance of a good registered agent. If you use a cheap, unreliable service, you can miss important legal notices and end up in trouble. Finally, don't forget about ongoing compliance. Every state has annual or biannual reports, franchise taxes, or other requirements. Missing these can cost you big time in penalties and headaches. So what's the best state to form an LLC in 2026? If you want the lowest fees, maximum privacy, and strong asset protection, Wyoming is hard to beat for most online businesses and entrepreneurs. If you're planning to raise investment or build a complex business, Delaware is still the gold standard. If you want no state income tax and access to a huge market, Florida and Texas are both excellent choices. But if you're running a local business or most of your customers are in your home state, forming your LLC at home is usually the simplest and most cost-effective option. The key is to match your business goals with the state's benefits, not just chase the lowest filing fee. If you found this guide helpful, give it a thumbs up so other entrepreneurs can find it. Subscribe to Biz Builders for more business formation guides, and drop a comment below if you have questions about the best state for your LLC or want to share your experience. And remember, if you want to get your LLC started the quick and easy way in any state, use our special discount link for Northwest Registered Agent in the description or pinned comment below. Thanks for watching, and here's to building your business the smart way wherever you are. See you in the next video.